on the. Okay, you save there our file. Okay, let's. What's this? Why is this not aligned? Nunca. This one floating, it's not going away.
อยู่โคนดิ
I don't want.
ของมันถึง
Doesn't work.
ครับ
Jim, shall I play?
Yeah.
Lugay
No, it's too loud.
This one.
na dok kay gikan pa man sa ako ang amahan gatubo jud mi nga namuhi ra jud mig baboy kay mauna siya among gipanguhaan og panginabuhi. Ako si Isidra Sorialis na ako dire nagpuyo sa Sitio Katungawan, Barangay Kalasgaan, Bae City. Adto na mo dito kay nakabalita naman mi dire sa Basak nga naana ang sakit mutong nagpatawag ang barangay nga naay meeting kabahin sa namuhi sa baboy mautong ganahan ko nga moadto kay gusto nako nga makamao ko makat-on kun unsaon pagpamaagi nga malikay mi sa sakit. Kay ang akong baboy ato duha ka buok ako ang bigan, duha ka buok dayong naa siya'y anak nga 7 ka buok ang usa den ang usa buntis pa siya ato. Atong pagkuan sa ASF murag na trauma dok sigong purong. Naka og panginabuhi kag may pabaya akong mga anak. Nga mauna yung gisandigan na makapa-eskwela sa ako ang mga anak. Walang gaampo jud ni sigis Ginoo nga dili ra jud taon maabot diri ang sakit o gidungog sa Ginoo amo ang pag-ampo nakasurvive jud sila dok. Walay mga kakulian. Pag kuan ni dok dito sa Kalasgan kinahanglan na ako na lang jud ang maglalog sa baboy, wala nay lain nga mutuol. Ako na lang tanan, ako maglalog, ako maglimpyo sa kulungan nila, ako ang magpakaon sa baboy. Ako na lang jud wala nay mutuol nga lain aron dili matakdan og sakit ang mga baboy. Tungod sa akong nakatunan dok na likay mi sa sakit. Natay disiplina sa kaugalingon nga kung mamuhi ta ug naapod tay determinado ba sa kaugalingon mag limpyo jud ni sige dinha dayon kinahanglan nga pag sunod namo didto sa kuan nami putbat nga kung ikasulti nila nga maningkamot pud sila nga tumanong nila ang tanan nga gisulti ni dok bulahan malikay sa sakit ang mga pinuhing baboy. Usa ko sa napili kay ako wala jud ko mag-expect na maapil ko ani kay wala man ko nagpalipap ang akong ikasulti nga daghan kayong salamat ninyo sa inyong pagtabang namo nga dako jud mo kayong tabang malikay mi sa sakit nalipay ko do kay naay nitabang namo usa mo sa nitabang namo mga pobre dako na jud na namong kalipay do kay di jud na namo maabot do di jud may makapalit ana. Sobrang kalipay nga naay mo tabang namo.
Because for the camera. Okay, start now. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the FAO session, African Swine Fever, Managing with a One Health Lens for the International Conference of Veterinary Science. We have 3 sessions for today on leverage, level up, and lead. Since the detection of ASF in Asia in 2018, the virus has spread quickly and causing widespread losses, especially for smallholder vulnerable farmers. And it's also an issue that's affecting a crisis for our endemic wild pig species, or some of which are critically endangered. To start for the leverage session on highlighting collaboration, information sharing, and to support the development of strategies, guidelines, and actions plans, we would like to call on Dr. Yooni Oh, the Animal Production and Health Officer for FAO ECTAD-RAP.
Thank you very much, Sai. I think we have another video before.
So before the talk of Yooni, we have a short video.
African swine fever doesn't stop at farm fences. It threatens wild pigs and the ecosystems they sustain. Protecting wild pigs in Asia and the Pacific means protecting biodiversity, food security, and farm health.
It not only affects domestic pigs, but also wild pigs as well. So any suid species will be affected by African swine fever. And the infections can spread anywhere. So no pig basically is safe with ASF still around. So the key takeaways we've had with the partnership is improved biosecurity, as well as improved relations with community members in not only detection, but also vigilance for any signs of ASF, so that both wild pigs and domestic pigs will be protected from African swine fever. Everyone will be affected by ASF if it happens in your locality, and the best thing to do is work together to prevent the spread and more cases of ASF.
From backyards to the wild, from communities to countries, we protect pigs, people, and our shared future.
Okay. So again, to give us an overview on how FAO provides support for member nations on African swine fever, Dr. Yooni Oh, Animal Production and Health Officer for the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations.
Thank you very much, Sai. Today I will just brief you about how FAO supports our member countries to fight against African swine fever. We are under the team named ECTAD, Emergency Center for Transboundary Animal Diseases. We were founded 20 plus years ago, supporting member countries to on multiple issues, such as multidisciplinary workforce development, technical support for risk mitigation for both transboundary animal diseases and emerging infectious diseases. Coming to the ASF situation update, since it was landed in Asia region, it's still spreading, and it's showing endemicity in our region. As of now, total 20 countries in our region report ASF, and every 4 weeks we are updating ASF situation from Asia on our website. So if you are interested in the most updated news, please visit our FAO website. In short summary, Republic of Korea is continuously reporting wild boar cases and also sporadic domestic cases. And the Philippine outbreak have occurred in 76 of its 82 provinces. And Vietnam also still have active cases, I believe. And Indonesia also media reports time-to-time ASF cases. Since our region is producing more than 60% of global pig population here in Asia, we are at the risk. So we are continuously having the risk of having ASF. So our efforts on managing ASF in our region, we continuously collaborating with other partners and member nations to strengthen our system to fight against African swine fever. We had multiple regional coordination mechanisms through under GFTAD together with our partner OA. From FAO side, we are approaching in a multi-dimensional way by improving preparedness and response through strengthening the animal health authorities, strengthening risk communication, analyzing the value chain, know who's the player to the main transmitter. Public-private partnership is also important, as well as economic assessment, laboratory capacity, and also community engagement. So this session is about the leverage. We support countries to improve animal health system, to better manage ASF situation in our region through collaboration and information sharing. So mainly on this pillar, we are doing regional collaboration coordination. We are also partnering with wildlife sector, and we also support country level of work plan and networking, etc. So coming to the regional collaboration, coordination, and partnership, we continuously having regional consultation, standing group of expert meeting, working together with wildlife, private sector engagement, and continue coordination with country counterparts. So there are multiple events and meetings happened in the past 7 years to support countries and the region. And we also support some of the ASF-related strategies and policies. That's all for now. And over to you, Chair, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Dr. Yooni, for giving us an overview of the ASF status in the region, as well as the different collaborations of FAO to support different member countries. Thank you. So our next presentation will be on the understanding domestic pig and wild pig interface to support the management of ASF. It will be given by Dr. Sarin Suwanpakdee, Assistant Professor from the Faculty of Veterinary Science, Department of Clinical Sciences and Public Health, from the MOSWI, or Monitoring and Surveillance Center for Zoonotic Diseases in Wildlife and Exotic Animals, from Mahidol University. Dr. Sarin.
Thank you. Shall we start?
Yes, we can start.
Just a moment. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you, FAO, that invite me to join this event. Today, I would like to share about the knowledge and some information that I received from our research with our team and with the FAO team, also the partner from the Southeast Asia and the expert from the other region. For this project, we has been supported by the FAO and United States Department of Defense. Because the African swine fever is a big issue in globally, so we then have a research that we try to update about the connected with the domestic pig farm, wildlife reservoir and transmission dynamics, transboundary disease, and complexity of the surveillance and control. This is essential for preventing the spillover of the African swine fever in both wild boar and domestic pigs population. The overall, we have two objectives. For the first one, we developed the methodology and tool to conduct the value chain and behavioral knowledge of the human, wildlife behavior, and domestic animal in the local community. And also, we develop and pilot the methodology and tool to identify the wild boar habitat and estimate the number of the wild boar throughout Thailand. Because Thailand is a pilot area that we will study further that we can adopt to the other country, particularly the area, the geographic area that like a mainland. For the sub-project one that we will talk about how to conduct the wild boar value chain and behavioral knowledge of the indigenous people and local community and local people in Thailand, that we conduct around 5 areas that we have 73 respondents for the value chain analysis and almost 200 respondents to collect for behavioralists among human, wildlife, domestic interface. This is a part of some of our results that the overall we focus on the about the wild boar product, and then this is we separate for the diagram. Is this show the quite separate from the wild boar product were conducted from the forest that by hunting, and then the local people or indigenous people, they translocate the wild meat and wild boar from the forest to the village, and then they sometimes they change the live wild boar to be the breeder in the backyard farm, and but it is a few proportion, and also for the slaughter and share to their family and the neighbor in the same area, and sometimes they sell as well, but it's not the high value of the cost that they will get it. And the another side, we can. Okay, the another side, we will see the big chain of the market that in a specific area. When we take a look at it, we will see they transfer the wild meat from the other area, but sometimes some area we don't know what is the original source of the wild meat, and then they transfer to the local market or the central market in some area, and then transfer to the restaurant or directly to the customer from the local market or central market, something like that. This is an example of the value chain that we estimate from the two sides. For the forest, as I said, it is show it's not very high. It's not show the very high the cost or the value among the local community. But when we take a look at the market chain, like the central market and local market and some of the big village, we will see, particularly in the restaurant, that you will see is very high demand and supply. That when we estimate about the value chain analysis, it show around more than 50 Thai baht, more than 50,000 US dollar per year that circulate in the restaurant. This is a median value. And the next, this is a value chain analysis that we classify by using the network analysis, that we will see like a many pattern from our information that is show, for example, I can do the pointer here, sorry. This is from the Tak province that is show a lot of the hunter in the area. Despite this protected area, however, they use for subsistence living. And the other, for example, in Kanchanaburi province, you will see this is a big chain that is show the various role that they involve from the wild meat. And if you observe here, this from Uthai Thani from the is called Hoi Kha Kheng Wildlife Sanctuary. This is a very low demand and supply of the wild meat, because it is a area that is belong to UNESCO heritage site. This is an example of the information that show value chain analysis. That is all of them that hunting, that they hunt the wild boar in the forest, and they didn't clean their equipment, and only 60% is change their clothes. And this is another information that we use another questionnaire to identify the risk of the interface between human and wild boar. And it shows around more than 50% that the human they use as a civil feeding and food waste garbage bin around 37%. And sometimes someone see the feral wild boar in the community, and also a few percentage that they see wild boar eat the food waste in the local community, and mostly they often eat some agricultural crop in the village. Overall summary for the hunting of the wild boar in the local community, they often use for subsisting living and for share the wild meat to the neighbor or their family, and a few for sale. And also we have like a wonder about the biggest the market chain that like transfer the wild meat to the restaurant. We wonder about the original sources on that. Some said from the other country or some from the outside area. That is like a very big or very huge lot, something like that. And for the another project that we try to identify the habitat and distribution of the free-ranging wild boar in Thailand, that we use. We consult the expert from the outside Thailand and also in the wildlife health partner in Southeast Asia and our team as well, that to how to identify it, and that we will use the smart patrol data from the Department of National Park, Wildlife and Plant Conservation. This is the original source, like an initial source to estimate it. And also we then like use some geographical ecological factor and demographic data to estimate them. For example, elevation, distance to water body, forest, rain cropland, and irrigate cropland, and human population. That we estimate for two things. For the first, present and absent of the wild boar. Where is the appropriate habitat for them, and also we try to estimate the number of the wild boar anywhere within the protected area. That is, we will use the resolution of around 1 kilometer. This is information on that. For the website or figure A is show the number of the wild boar. For the rest one is show the highest wild boar on that. Okay, for the next, we like overlay information with the domestic pig farm, and for the figure C is show for the last one, is mean like a high risk area that is an interface between wildlife and domestic animal. This is come from our study from the estimation of this area on the wild boar and align with the location of the pig farm in Thailand. We use a camera tab that see like the civet or fox and the other and human as well to share habitat together. That is the wild boar species in Thailand is Chosaskova. So the overall of the information here, I think it's important of the study supporting the ASF program and policy development in Thailand. That is provide a special risk assessment that enable target intervention strategy. It's review economics and transmission risk at human-animal interface, and the very important thing that is enhance national biosecurity framework and identify the critical control point for the ASF prevention. And enhance disease transmission understanding, promote integrated disease management by bridging between the wildlife and livestock and also human as well. The application of the study of the other transboundary animal disease and zoonosis using One Health approach. Yes, now we provide like the methodology by using the machine learning. It's called random forest. We can transfer the methodology to the other country to apply to their to their country if they want to estimate the wild boar for the surveillance in the future. And we provide the template of the questionnaire for the value chain analysis and behavioralist among at the human domestic wildlife interface. And this is indicate ecological, veterinary, and public health perspective as a One Health approach. Thank you. I think it's in time, right?
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Sarin, and also for keeping time.
Yeah.
Thank you for highlighting the importance of the One Health analysis, no? Not only looking into the wild pig and domestic pig interface, but also with the behavior of the community.
Yeah.
So in behalf of FAO, we would like to give you a little token.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Sarin. If there are any questions, we would open the floor later after the 3 presentations for this session. Our next presentation is Dr. Viet Tonga, professor from the Vietnam National University of Agriculture, to give us a presentation of the status of ASF after 6 years and the shift of strategy from stamping out to selective culling. Dr. Nga?
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nga. I am from Vietnam National University of Agriculture, and today I will share about Vietnam 6 years in controlling ASF from we transit from the mass stamping out to more scientific and more targeted and suitable apparatus. And to help you follow my talk, this is the highlight of next 15 minutes. I will talk about what we have changed and why we changed, and also the lesson we learned during the fighting with ASF in Vietnam. Before begin, it's important for me to show my appreciate to the partner who contribute to the scientific evidence, field work, and including FAO, FLI in German, and the project of Korean government, and also my colleague in Department of Animal Health in Vietnam and in Viet, UA. Their support is very essential for the gathering the data that I will show today. Before going to the ASF in Vietnam, please have a look in the Vietnam livestock context. We have more than 100 million people, and in which about 65% still linked to the agriculture, and agriculture production contribute about 11.8 of national GDP, in which livestock make up 27% of the total agriculture GDP. This means when an animal disease occurs, it may get very bad impact on the farmer income, and also impact on the community livelihood. And in my country, pork is the most important type of the meat. The people prefer the meat during the daily meal. So because of this, when ASF happen, it may get impact on the pig sector and also economic and social problem. So the first case of ASF was confirmed in the 1st of February in 2019 in Vietnam, and after that the disease quickly separated in over the country, and ASF in Vietnam get involved into the 3 distinct phases. You can see on this slide, we on the phase 1, it's induced by the genotype 2 virus, and it is the represented by the high mortality and rapid separate. This time, the people can easily to diagnose it in the farm because the clinical side is very typical. And next, the phase 2 is shift to the endemic state with the outbreak very small and localized. And this period, normally the epidemic pattern is unpredictable. And the phase 3 with the new the viral strain appear includes the vaccine-like strain and also the high virulent by the recombinant the virus. And in this period, it's a mixed epidemic pattern, and it leads to very difficult to detect early and lead to the difficult to control. So this is the map showing the distribution of ASF outbreak in Vietnam from 2019 to 2020. This is the progress of the outbreak in the whole country. So besides the epidemiology, pathology finding also show different with the different phase that I already mentioned. For the first phase, pathology manifestation normally appear with the acute and subacute form of the disease. And this period, as I mentioned before, it help the farmer can got the early detection, so can do the stamping out. And for the next phase, the form of the disease become the vary and less dramatic, but it also had to rely on the PCR, on the laboratory technique to detect the outbreak. And recently, with the appear of the new strain, so the disease form become varied with the carrier, with the chronic, acute, and subacute. So in this time, it's become sometimes the outbreak delay to detect, and so harder to find the ASF in the farm. Before that, the farmer didn't know that what happened, was something wrong, maybe already appear in the farm. So that is some picture that we collect from the outbreak induced by the vaccine-like strain. So what impact of ASF on Vietnam peak factor? So for the first period in 2019, all the 63 provinces in my country get infected with 6 million pigs have been killed. Later year, in the later year, the number of pig were killed is dramatically significant, reducing because of we apply the new method for the killing. That is the partial killing and selective killing in the farm. So, but still you can see that still the number of the outbreaks still a lot. So this is the this chart showing the pig population from 2016 to 2025, and the total pig population have a sharp decline in 2019. With we lost 30% of the pig population because of the ASF, and later year the pig head has been gradually recovering with the average annual growth rate about 6 to 8%. But from 2023 until now, this speed reduced because of the difficult to control for the outbreak. So what kind of strategy that Vietnam have been applied? We combine by the method like applied for the other country, like movement control, biosecurity, killing, and disinfection, surveillance, and also communication, and lately it's the vaccine research and develop. So for the before July 2019, we apply for the total culling, mean all the pig in the infected farm will be killed regardless of the infection status. So after July 2019, because the government tried to reduce the unnecessary culling, so we changed to the partial culling and selective culling. It means only the survive and the healthy pig in the farm may move to the slaughterhouse or can be the breeding if they show the negative of the test. So we classify 3 killing method in my country. Is a stamping out or total killing, mean we kill on the pig in the infected farm. And the second one is the partial killing, mean kill the pig in the infected pen only or in the infected epidemiology unit. And selective killing only kill the sick pig only. So let we see the scientific evidence of the partial killing first. One study conducted on the 81 farm from 2019 to 2020. On this farm got the ASF and 21 farms used the partial culling. By the monitoring and calculation, we found that the mean survival rate of the partial culling farm is about 57.6%, mean the farmer can protect more than half of the population. And partial culling on average took only 8 days longer than the total culling. And 58% of farms score high on the time livelihood metric. It means for the partial culling, we can protect the value animal for the farm. And next is the case study about the selective culling in province near Hanoi. So this farm is the kind of family owner with the 80 sow and 900 fattening pig. For the first outbreak, they had to do the total culling for the fattening pig. And after that, they tried to protect the sow population by the selective culling. So after 3 weeks, very strictly monitoring and removing the suspect pig, they save they can keep the remain of 90% of the population. So the key successful factor for the selective culling is the removal of the suspect animal and spacing animal in one cage. So we can see by the selective culling by this funny animation. So it can I open this one? How to open it is a video. Yeah. I already opened. So normally selective culling apply for the sow farm because they living separately. So in the farm, we try to spay by block, like every 3 pig and 1 empty cage and 3 pig, like that. And then when we got the suspected case, of course we take the sample. And also we mark the suspect case is the F0. So we mark F1, F2, F3 by the nearby cases. And when we got the positive result from the laboratory, so we had to destroy the F0, F1, and F2, or even sometimes F4. So to try to quarantine and to spacing. So it is my daughter made, so she makes some kid sound in the video. Okay, that is the protocol that many farms in my country now apply for the selective culling. So we make the comparison of the culling apparatus, total, partial, and selective. And some in total culling, you can see that the advantage is the rapidly elimination of the suspected pig, but it's costly and also had to facing with the welfare issue and environment issue, and also need very big fine because to pay for the compensation and for the human resource and something. And for the partial culling, can save more than 50% of stock, but need very high biosecurity and strict zone. For the selective culling, it can protect the valuable animal, but also remain the risk of undetected infection. So in overall, the goal of the science-based killing is not about unnecessary killing the pig. It is about removing infection efficiency and ethically. So we move to the battery. It's a scientific challenge and few evidence. So the one challenge is the appear of new variant. In 2023, we detect the recombinant strain in Vietnam. This strain now become predominant in my country with 78% of outbreak induced by this strain in Vietnam in 2025. And the second strain is the vaccine-like strain. That is the induced chronic, very mild side, very mild clinical side. And this means the farmer difficult to detect, so it delay for the detection and make the ASF can be separate in whole farm before the farmer recognize something wrong in his farm. And this next one, it is the problem with diagnostic and few contrast. So without early detection and strict separation, the effectiveness of the partial or selective culling is a significant reduced. So we learned from the few investigation that for the ASF, it's not highly contagious disease. So that is our opportunity. So if we detect early and act precisely, we can living with the ASF and can without destroy the livelihood. Yes, because the time limited, so I will stop my presentation here. And if you have any question, we can talk in outside the hall. So finally, I would like to thank to my partner again, and also thank you for the attention. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nga, for highlighting the importance of evidence and monitoring to shift the strategy.
Thank you very much.
On behalf of FAO.
Thank you very much.
So Dr. Nga have also highlighted the need for laboratory support for managing ASF. So for our third presentation, we would like to call Dr. Donnie Kartika Nugroho to share with us on how to strengthen laboratory networks to advance diagnostic capacity for ASF, and also about the community ASF biosecurity intervention in Indonesia. Dr. Don.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a which one? This one. Okay. It's my great pleasure that to be here representing our Indonesian team, including from the Ministry of Agriculture Indonesia, also two colleagues from the provincial government, also the representative of the farmer also, and also from the FAO ECDAT Indonesia to present our work on the strengthening laboratory network and advancing diagnostic capacity for African swine fever and the implementation of community African swine fever biosecurity intervention in Indonesia. This activity actually are the collaboration with the several partners, including FAO ECDAT Indonesia, with support from the Korean government. So we knew that reliable diagnostic laboratory play a critical roles on the front line of surveillance, especially in the fight against the high contagious animal diseases with high fatality rate, such as African swine fever. Currently, to cover the Indonesian archipelago, a network on ASF laboratories has been established, including 9 Disease Investigation Center, or the ICs, the National Research and Innovation Agency, and the Indonesia Quarantine Agency Laboratory, mostly with the real-time PCR and also the ELISA antibody testing capabilities. In addition, several provinces laboratories supervised by the IC to provide early detection independently or supported by the donor, complementing ASF testing capabilities such as from the North Sulawesi province, West Kalimantan, and also from the East Nusa Tenggara province. Okay, and we knew that several challenges has been identified, at least 2 areas. The first one, some laboratories still operated with incomplete equipment, limited functional instrument, and lack rapid diagnostic tools such as PCR. This create uneven diagnostic capacity across the network and limit the range of disease they can detect and slow down their ability to respond. And the second one is limiting on the hands-on experience with several advanced techniques that important to help laboratories confirm the disease more accurately, understand how viruses change over the time, and provide better information to support control and prevention effort. And the third one, some laboratories need building renovation actually, and better room layout and ventilation to improve lab staff safety and working condition. When the lab staff handle samples safely, manage waste properly, and run tests without interruption. And the fourth one, keeping consistency on the documentation and record or inventories to trace stored sample, identify who last handled them, and also identify expired reagent and routine check of the cold storage unit to minimize issues on reduce reliability and maintain consistency laboratory quality. And the fifth, some laboratories have advanced technology such as nanopore sequencing, but those tools are not yet fully integrated into their daily diagnostic workflow. This means that even though the equipment is available, staff may not routinely use it, or the process for incorporating sequencing result into disease investigation is not yet well established. Some laboratories struggle to maintain a steady supply of key testing materials such as PCR kit, tissue culture, reagent, and other diagnostic consumable due to limited funding for routine diagnostic. And the last one is some laboratories generate sequencing data but do not consistently upload or link their results to a national platform such as integrated virus monitoring, or we call it IVM online. Several activities has been done to maintain and improve the capacity of on ASF sampling and diagnosis. Laboratory assessment highlighted several areas where additional support would strengthen routine diagnostic work in the provincial laboratory. This included opportunities to reinforce good laboratory hygiene, safe waste handling, consistent application of diagnostic protocol, and effective use and management of laboratory equipment and reagent. To address these needs and ensure the laboratory can operate safely and reliably, basic diagnostic training was provided. And in one of our DIC Medan served as the national reference laboratory for African swine fever, which means it support other laboratories across the country. One of its important tasks is isolating the virus, ASF virus from field sample, so the disease can be studied, monitored, and better understood. Okay, to strengthen ASF detection capacity in one of our province, the representative also in this room, in the northern part of Sulawesi, an assessment of the provincial laboratory identified that one of its key building had become non-functional due to structure damage. This condition disrupted diagnostic activities, as several instruments had to be relocated to other building, leading to inefficient workflow. And in the right hand picture, IVM networking is an annual forum where national veterinary laboratories, cross-ministry laboratories from the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Environment and Forestry, private sector partner, and also from the university meet to exchange information and update on circulating diseases such as African swine fever, avian influenza, and foot and mouth disease. The forum also provide a platform to share laboratory experiences, review surveillance finding, and align diagnostic approaches across institutions. In addition to disease update, the meeting identify gaps in laboratory quality management to support better coordination, more consistent diagnostic practices, and improve documentation and workflow system across the network. Laboratory conducting African swine fever diagnostic often face limited operational funding despite a high demand for testing. This can result in shortage of essential reagents, supplies, and consumable needed to maintain timely diagnostic and to support field sample collection. To address this gap, an annual procurement activities were carried out to ensure that laboratories have reliable access to material required for PCR testing, sample processing, field sample kits, and routine laboratory work. Indonesia has been collecting genetic information on African swine fever virus since 2019, but national analysis of this data need to be updated more routinely. Okay, the next one is related to the community African swine fever biosecurity intervention. To date, there are two phases of the KABI project. The phase one from 2023 to 2025 has been implemented in two pilot provinces, West Kalimantan provinces and North Sulawesi province. Today, representative of the both provinces also in this room. For phase 2, one province has been selected, the East Nusa Tenggara, and also all beneficiary pig farmer are provided with knowledge of good farming practices and biosecurity implementation, as well as support in the equipment and infrastructure such as fencing, and also regular monitoring and assistance from the local government. These three provinces were selected based on several considerations, including high pig population, the presence of farmer group, and commitment support from the local government. Therefore, the project is highly anticipated to be successful. This success is necessary because it will be an example for pig farmers in other region of Indonesia. Several impacts has been identified. The first one related to the laboratory network to have the strengthened national preparedness and response capacity by equipping veterinary laboratory to detect outbreak in real time, and strengthen national diagnostic capacity by restoring laboratory facilities, ensuring the safe working environment, and reducing sample detection times. And related to the community African swine fever biosecurity intervention, has been able to the pig farmers gain greater awareness and understanding on the ASF threat, recognize and adopt practical biosecurity as a vital measure for disease prevention. Pig farmers also are equipped to identify early signs of ASF and promptly report cases to relevant authorities, enabling faster and more efficient control response. Improved biosecurity practices increase farmer profits by lowering livestock mortality, rising selling prices, above market rate, and strengthening buyer confidence. And we hope that through these activities, strengthening the capacity of African swine fever laboratory network will enable rapid ASF detection with accurate test quality, and the KB program for micro small scale farmer can be continued to be implemented consistently and replicated in other regions in Indonesia. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Donnie, for highlighting the importance of laboratory network and the community in the management of ASF. So in behalf of FAO, terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Thank you, it's my classmate. Okay, we still have time. We have around 7 minutes. Maybe we can open the floor for wireless microphone. Please just raise your hand, I think. Yes, Ibu.
I have two questions. One is for Dr. Sarin, especially how you differentiate or identify the wild boar, because you said that there are roaming wild boar and also wild boar. So because in Indonesia we only know wild boar is living in forests, whilst the native or domestic boar is free roaming as well. So how you define your wild boar in your study? That's for the Dr. Sarin. I think I can continue for the second one as well. Yeah. For the second one is put to Dr. Nga from Vietnam. Which level of pig farm production you apply this study, especially for the selective culling? Because in Indonesia, 90% the pig farms is mostly in medium to low scales. So we interested to know how effective your approach that also can be implemented in our country. Thank you. I think that's two questions.
No, it's okay.
Thank you for your question. Okay, because we have the initial source of the smart patrol. This is belong to the Department of National Park, Wildlife and Plant Conservation. So the source is identify only the free-ranging wild boar in the forest, in the protected area, and this is an answer why we can separate the wild boar like a furrow in the local community. But actually, at the interface of local community, we have the wild boar pig that sometimes is like a backyard pig that they keep it like a furrow or something like that. They have an owner, but they keep like a stray dog, something like that. But for the prediction, we use the initial information from the DNP, as I said, that so it is sure that